Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
This is where we take your sources, articles, research, even your own notes, and really pull out the most important bits of knowledge for you.
We do the digging.
Our mission.
Yeah.
Basically, give you a shortcut to being truly well-informed, hopefully with some surprising facts, maybe a little humor, keep you hooked. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the top 10 global headlines. These have popped up in just the last 12 hours or so as of August 10th, 2025.
A really fresh snapshot.
Exactly. And it's not just a list. It's curated. It offers a pretty powerful look at what's shaping our world right now. Geopolitics, tech, even astronomy.
It's quite amazing, isn't it, how a bunch of headlines pulled from all over Reuters, Wikipedia, Teen Vogue, Anadolu Agency, how they can paint such a vivid picture. Complex, yes, but vivid.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, this isn't just about reading the news. It's more about connecting those dots, seeing the forces underneath it all, trying to get you those aha moments.
Those are the best moments. Okay, let's unpack this then. We've got quite a mix. Military shifts, high-stakes tech talks, planets aligning, ancient history.
All sorts. Where do we start?
Let's start with some of the big geopolitical and economic currents. First up, Asia. Okay, so get this. South Korea's active military has dropped by a whopping 20% in just the last 6 years.
Wow, 20%. That's huge.
It is. And our source says it's mainly down to a sharp fall in the number of enlistable age young men.
Right, the demographic crunch.
Exactly. And that's posing a clear threat to their defense readiness, especially with, rising tensions in the region.
And what's fascinating there, it's how demographics directly hit national security. It's not abstract. It forces a rethink of long-term strategy.
How so?
Well, it raises questions about, future power balances. Can traditional military models even be sustained in aging societies? It might push towards automation, different kinds of defense.
Interesting point. And sticking with global power dynamics, China is apparently pushing the U.S. to ease up on export restrictions. Specifically for those critical AI chips.
Ah, yes, the AI chip bottleneck.
It seems like it's a key part of ongoing trade talks, especially with a potential Trump-Xi summit maybe on the horizon.
This is really core stuff. It's about who leads in foundational tech for the next, decades maybe. These chips aren't just any silicon, they're the engines for advanced AI.
So highly strategic.
Extremely. It sort of forces this question. Who cooperate on tech, or does everyone double down on making their own stuff, potentially splitting the whole global tech world? Big stakes for innovation, for competition.
Absolutely. And that tension, that uncertainty, it ripples out. Broadening the view, headlines suggest this ongoing geopolitical instability, sanctions, oil production moves. It's still weighing heavily on global energy markets. Prices are volatile.
Yeah, that volatility, it hits everything, doesn't it? Inflation, how confident consumers feel. It shows how interconnected things are. Decisions made far away can affect your wallet pretty directly.
It really does. Okay, shifting now to the social and political front, this one really caught my eye. A mass protest in London, Parliament Square. About 466 protesters were arrested. It was a demonstration supporting Palestine action. Reports say many signs were demanding an end to the humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Right. And it's really crucial here that we just report what happened impartially. Acknowledge the viewpoints being expressed.
Of course.
Events like this show the power people feel public protest has, to raise concerns about global humanitarian issues. Palestine Action itself is known for direct action against companies they see as linked to Israeli defense. It shows how international conflicts echo domestically.
A very clear example.
Yeah.
But on a more collaborative note, perhaps, preparations are moving ahead for the 2025 G20 Summit. It's in South Africa this time.
Oh, okay.
And as the host, South Africa is apparently pushing a development-focused agenda. Themes like solidarity, equality, sustainability.
That provides a really important contrast, doesn't it? We see these global challenges, the tensions, the protests, but then you also see these ongoing efforts, however difficult, towards international cooperation, trying to find shared ground on development. It shows global governance is, multifaceted. It keeps going.
Keeps trying, anyway. Okay, let's pivot a bit now. Beyond the big politics and economics, our headlines picked up some other, maybe more surprising, nuggets. Shows the sheer breadth of what's happening.
Good idea. What else is out there?
Well, over in China, the 2025 World Games are happening right now in Chengdu. Started August 7th, runs to the 17th.
The World Games, right? Not the Olympics, but still a major multi-sport event.
Exactly. First time China's hosted.
Yep.
About 4,000 athletes, 34 sports. And interestingly, they're aiming to kind of mesh sport with biodiversity in the showcase.
That's interesting. It really highlights how these big international sports events aren't just about sports, are they? They're huge platforms for soft power, for cultural exchange.
Projecting an image.
Yeah, showing off organizational skills, culture, and here, maybe an environmental message, too. Moves beyond just pure economics or politics.
Definitely. Okay, this next one's for the skywatchers listening. Get ready.
Ooh, what's up?
There's a pretty amazing planetary alignment lighting up the sky. Started around August 10th, goes to late this month.
In alignment? Which planets?
6 of them. A rare lineup. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. You can see those with the naked eye, apparently.
Wow.
And then Uranus and Neptune, if you've got a telescope. Peak visibility is around August 23rd.
That's fantastic. It's moments like these, isn't it? Amidst all the human drama and complexity.
Right.
The universe just puts on these shows. It offers perspective, reminds us we're part of something way bigger, just pure wonder, pure curiosity.
A nice pause from the headlines, for sure. Okay, shifting back down to Earth and way back in time. Al-Azhar University in Cairo, Egypt.
Ah, Al-Azhar. Hugely important institution.
It's celebrating its 1,000-year legacy. A millennium.
1,000 years. Just think about that.
It's mind-boggling. And this anniversary is a moment to reflect on its, well, immense impact historically, religiously, educationally, across centuries.
What's really striking there is the sheer longevity. Institutions like Al-Azhar provide this incredible continuity. They don't just exist. They actively shape thought, faith, culture for vast stretches of history.
Yeah.
That's incredibly rare. A living monument, really.
Truly amazing. Okay, let's jump over to the world of sports again. Bit more modern this time. Wrexham AFC.
Ah, the Hollywood-owned club. Ryan Reynolds and Robert Kaleni.
That's the one. They're aiming for a 4th consecutive promotion. Unprecedented. Trying to get into the Premier League?
Incredible story. Talk about an underdog narrative with a twist.
Totally. Though the source does add a little caution, says this is all barring financial collapse, kind of like what happened to their sister club, Morecambe Manby.
Right, and that's the flip side. It shows how transformative celebrity investment can be, bringing life and money.
Yeah.
But also the precarious financial reality for many smaller clubs. That Morecambe example is a stark reminder. Even feel-good stories rely on sound finances.
Very true. Okay, finally, a more sobering piece of news to round things off. A really devastating wildfire in southern France, the Aude region.
Oh dear, how bad is it?
Reports are calling it the largest there since 1949. It's still burning, sadly. At least 1 life lost, others injured.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And largest since 1949. It really serves as a stark reminder, doesn't it? The growing environmental challenges, the increasing intensity, maybe, of these natural disasters.
Yeah.
And the immediate tragic human cost. It's not abstract. It's real lives impacted.
Absolutely. Wow, what a journey that was. Just through 12 hours of headlines.
It really was.
From, the fine details of army sizes and chip negotiations, all the way to planets aligning and ancient universities. It's clear things move fast. And these seemingly separate events, they're often deeply connected.
Indeed. I think this deep dive really shows that understanding these individual pieces, troop numbers, festivals, wildfires, even the stars, it helps you grasp the bigger interconnected picture of our world. And it underlines the value of getting informed quickly, but also, thoroughly, like hopefully you just experienced.
So the question for you listening is, what does all this mean? We hope this gave you some maybe surprising facts, some new angles on what's happening right now. What stands out to you from this snapshot of August 10th, 2025?
Yeah, what connections are you making? And maybe, as a final thought to leave you with, consider all these forces we've touched on. Demographics hitting military power, cultural showcases like the World Games, the raw power of that wildfire.
Right.
If we stop seeing these as just isolated headlines and start seeing them as threads in a much bigger story about where humanity is heading, what hidden connections start to emerge? Where do you see these threads leading next?